So this is the Submarine Adventure. This is the title page, and this is State 7 ORT. We can see a professor, and we can see Biff, Chip, Wilf and Wilma, who are looking out through the window. We can see a yellow color of submarine, a big fish, and small other fishes and other sea creatures. So the name of the story is The Submarine. Submarine is a ship which goes underwater, deep inside the water. This is called an underwater tank. Underwater ship, it travels inside the deep blue sea. So the name of the story is The Submarine Adventure. Now let's see it and turn the page and see what happens. Biff and Wilma had come to play at Biff and Chip's house. It was Wilf's birthday. Happy birthday, Wilf, said Biff and Chip. They gave him a big card. Wilf had a large box in his hand. This is my birthday present, he said. Everyone looked inside the box. What is it? Said Chip. It looks like a submarine. It's a kind of submarine, said Wilf. It explores the seabed. That's right, said Wilma. So it goes to the bottom of the sea. What a lovely present. What a brilliant one. Everyone liked the present. Biff looked at the magic key. Suddenly it began to glow. It was time for a new adventure. I wonder where the key will take us today, said Wilf. The magic took the children to the sea, where there were lots of boats. Chip pointed to a yellow submarine. Look at that one, he said. It looks like just your submarine, Wilf. As the children approached the yellow submarine, a man peered at them. Hello, he said. I'm Professor Tangle. How do you do, said Wilf. My new crew, said the Professor Tangle. You look so young. We're not your new crew, shouted Wilf. How do you do? Professor Tangle didn't hear properly. He got things muddled up. You know what to do, he said. That's good. Get on board, went on the professor, and tell me your names. I'm Biff, said Biff, and this is Wilma, this is Wilf, and this is Chip. They all introduced themselves to the professor. No, it's not a ship, said the professor. It's a diving machine. We know that, said Wilf. We've never been in one, said Wilma, and we are not your crew. All of them started to get on board on a wooden plank and go inside a hole-like thing which goes like an entrance. When the children said, we are not your new crew, Professor Tangle thought that they sang. Who flew? You flew, said Professor Tangle. I didn't see an airplane. Now shall we go? Everyone smiled and they all climbed into the submarine. Professor Tangle started the engines. It's time to dive, he said. The submarine went under the water. Gulp, 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 gulp. It went. Everyone looked out of the window. They could see the fish everywhere. It's wonderful, said Chip. It's amazing to be under the sea. You can see it, said the Professor Tangle. Look at the whales. Look at the fishes. The submarine began to dive. It went deeper and deeper and deeper. Gulp, gulp, gulp. It went inside. Where are we heading? Shouted Chip. Will we dive deep? No, you can go to sleep, said the Professor Tangle. You are the crew. You have to stay awake. We're going to dive deep. This thing scares me, said Wilma. Come on, crew, said the Professor Tangle. Time to do some work. Push the buttons. Biff press the handle. Wilf pull the handle. Pull the lever and Chip. Let's do some work. We're not the crew, yelled Biff. Professor Tangle pushed a button. He pulled the lever. The submarine didn't crash. It just missed the rocks. Oh my God, that's so close. There was a very big cave ahead. Professor Tangle turned on the lights, the headlights. The submarine went deeper and deeper. Gulp, gulp, gulp. It went. Everyone looked out of the window. It's getting dark. Oh my God, I'm scared. The professor pushed the light switch button. The light couldn't work. He said. Biff looked out of the window. Oh no! Help, Professor Tangle! I can see some rocks. No, I don't see any clean socks, said the professor. No, that's not false. It began to look out of the window. Rocks, rocks! Professor Tangle got the fuse from the fuse box and he fixed it. Oh no, we are heading towards the cave. Why did you say so? I think it's fuse. So Professor Tangle began to look at his toolbox. He tried to find his toolbox. So, my God, we're heading near a big cave. There was a big cave ahead of them. The submarine was heading for it. Slow down, Professor said. Well, we are heading for a cave in the rocks. Rocks and stones fell all around them. We must get out, said the professor, full speed ahead. Oh no, we aren't going to make it, said Wilma. Help! The submarine went into the cave. Professor Tangle put on the new fuse, and all the lights came on. The cave shone and sparkled. There were diamonds all over the walls. Diamonds, I'm rich, said the professor. But you can't get them, said the children. Oh, bother, said Professor Tangle. Suddenly the walls of the cave began to shake. The submarine got just out in time. Phew, that was close, said the Biff. We're sorry you couldn't get diamonds, Professor, said Chip. Just then the key began to glow. It was time for the children to go back home. It was the end of the adventure. The magic took them back to Biff's room. That was a good adventure, said Chip. We must go home for tea, said Wilma. What's that? Joked Wolf. He pulled his ears. You want to go back to sea? They were trying to imitate the professor. I hope you liked it. If you did, please do hit the bell icon.